Hey everyone, it is tea time with the diva. Grab your tea, grab your coffee, because we're going to get into it. This tea time is dedicated to Celeste Rivas Hernandez, the young lady whose body was found in the trunk of a Tesla belonged to David the singer. Well, her family is waiting for justice, and everybody's kind of waiting to see who did this to her, who dismembered her body, who put her in this trunk, who had her wrapped up this way, who could do this heinous crime. Heinous. Because remember, her body was dismembered. Listen, let me go ahead and share a screen because recently her family and friends did a candlelight visual for her, and I know they're waiting for justice. They also started a GoFundMe in her name to give her a proper burial. So we'll see what happens with that. Celeste Rivas mourns the man justice at a candlelight vigil amid David investigation. Listen, unfortunately for him, all roads lead back to him. If you had a puzzle and there was pieces, all the pieces are fitting in perfectly that says he's guilty of something. Okay, let's take a listen. So this is a visual they had set up for her. Not words are going to be said, but it just says justice for Celeste. And I do believe anybody whose life was taken, thrown in the trash, wrapped up in bags, there needs to be some type of justice, right? And I think what's going on now with the police, if you ask me from my opinion, is that they're holding off with certain evidence in these cases now because they know how things go on social media. Social media, the people investigate things and they don't play. So I think that they're, kind of, treading lightly because they don't want anything to tamper with the evidence that they probably have and what they might know. And they're probably just putting all the pieces of the puzzle together before they name somebody or make an arrest. But it's super sad. This girl was only, well, she was 15 by the time they found her. I don't know, and we don't know yet the exact date of her unaliving. Friends and family and community members gathered Sunday night in Lake Elsinore, California, to honor and mourn Celeste Rivas, the teen whose dismembered body was discovered in the trunk of a famous singer's car. David is the singer name, right? As you can see in the video, which I just showed you, people left messages, balloons, lights, and candles for the 15-year-old who was reported missing prior to her body being discovered in a Tesla connected to David. This is in love and memory of Celeste. Candlelight visual Sunday, September 21st at 7 p.m. TMZ broke the story. The body was identified as Celeste, her mom telling us she went missing last year and had a boyfriend named David. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's Office said the body was severely decomposed and appeared to have been in the car for an extended period of time before it was found. So, if it was severely decomposed, like I don't know, the all the details on what time period. I know soon after you die, the body begins to decompose, and that's why when a funeral home comes to get you, they have to embalm the body so that you can have this funeral and that the body will still be intact. But I don't know how quickly it happens where it's severely decomposed. And if you die and no one knows that you're dead and you're kind of thrown somewhere or and not taken to a funeral home or a coroner's office to preserve the body. Cops were looking into the possibility the teen was killed inside the Hollywood Hills home where the singer was living. Of course, CMZ learned investigators who searched the home were looking for blood. And we don't know what came of that search. They're being very quiet, and as I said, I understand why. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ LAPD's Scientific Investigation Division took part in the 12-hour search of David's home last week using luminol to look for trace amounts of blood. There appeared to be several things linking David and Celeste, matching tattoos, song lyrics, and footage showing them together. LAPD has yet to name a suspect or a person of interest in the case. Now, here's what I don't know, right? Because she's not alive, right? So I don't know if they can arrest somebody on just the simple fact of they was kind of hanging out with somebody underage without knowing, were you hanging out with this person and were you having some type of sexual relationship, right? So it's not a crime if I'm around a 15-year-old and nothing's happening, but it is a crime if I'm older and I'm around a 15 or 13 or 14-year-old and I'm having a relationship with that person, and that person is only 13 and I'm 20 or 19 or 18, right? So I'm guessing, because I was just trying to figure this thing out for myself, I'm guessing they can't just arrest him on a simple fact that he was hanging out with someone that is underage, unless they can prove that he was hanging out with someone that was underage. And on top of hanging out with this underage person, he was in a sexual relationship with said underage person. So maybe they can't just arrest him on that. They have to actually connect some dots that perhaps she was unalived in his house. And they would also have to prove, right, that no one else in that house could have taken her life. And they got to back up to some date upon which she actually was killed, right? So it's a lot they have to look into. And I'm guessing that's why they haven't quite arrested him, or maybe put him out there as a suspect just yet, because they're connecting the dots. Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. Something just came to my head just now. When it comes to tattoo, I'm not a tattoo person. I don't really like them like that, but that's me. But when you go to, if you know about tattoos, when you go to a tattoo parlor, can you be underage and get a tattoo? Or does someone have to sign for you? So who signed for her to get this tattoo on her finger that says shh? I would love to know. I mean, I think they should look into all of that too. Did her mother approve it? Who signed for it? Or did some tattoo artist just do it and didn't care like how old the person was? Chat with me, guys. I'll chat back. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.